Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to one more video on ServiceNow administration course. So far in this course, we have covered three very important ITSM processes. That is incident, problem, and change. Now, in this particular video, we are going to cover something completely different. Okay, so we are going to talk about service catalog. And this one is very special because it is the process that every single employee in an organization interact with. Not just IT teams, but everyone. Okay, so let us understand why. What problem service catalog is solving? Now think about a normal day in an organization. A new employee joined the company. They need laptop, they need email account, they need access to a system. Okay, they need VPN and they need their ID, okay, badge to be activated. Or another example, an employee recently got promoted. So now they need access to finance system that they did not have before. Or a manager want to onboard a new team member on a specific application. So now the question is, how do these people ask all these things? Let's say we do not have service catalog. So in this case, what will happen? Someone sends email to IT, someone else call help desk, another person message a colleague on the team asking who to contact, or someone may just walk up to the IT person's desk. Okay, so requests are coming from everywhere in different formats with different information. Some get lost, some get delayed. Nobody knows the status of their request. IT teams are spending more time to manage the email rather than doing their actual work. So basically, this is a mess, okay? And this is exactly what service catalog is fixing. So now let us discuss in detail what is service catalog. So service catalog is basically a self-service menu in IT services. Okay, so basically if you see, we have self-service here. And in this, we have service catalog. Let me click on it. So this is how it looks like in ServiceNow demo. In your company, it may look something different. Okay, so don't get confused. So now let me explain it. Think of it like an online shopping website, but instead of buying the products, employees are requesting IT services here. So whatever you are seeing here, all these are a kind of IT request. Why we have it here? Because employee needs it on day-to-day operations. So instead of going after HR, instead of going after manager, instead of going after IT teams, they can directly do all these things from here. They find the request, okay, they submit it, and within some time, the request get fulfilled. So if you see on the screen, everything is organized. Everything is listed clearly. You find what you need, right? Fill up the simple form, submit it, and then you can track your request status at any time. So now for IT teams, no random emails, no random phone calls, no lost requests. One place, organized, transparent, and efficient. And this is known as service catalog. So whatever you are seeing here, all these are the requests, and these requests are bundled into categories. If you click on hardware here, you will see all the related requests with respect to hardware. Like you want a developer laptop, you want an iPad mini, you want an iPad Pro, sales laptop, standard laptop, but all these are what? These are hardwares. Okay. So this is also one of the way to organize the things properly. And that's what we are doing here. One more thing people are confused about, that is what is a service request. So now let me tell you what a service request actually means. So a service request is a formal request from the user for something standards that IT provides. So the most important thing which you have to understand here is nothing is broken. The user is not reporting a problem. They are simply asking for something that IT can provide. And why they are asking? Because that thing is needed for day-to-day operations. It is helping them to achieve the goals faster. Okay. So there are n number of examples for service request like I need access to sales CRM application, or I need a laptop, or please create an account for our new joiners, or I need my password reset, or I need software license for Photoshop, etc., etc., etc. Okay. So all of these are standard routine requests. IT knows how to fulfill them. They just need to be raised in a structured way. And the same we are doing using service catalog as a whole. Now, one more thing. Many people are confused about service request, instant and change. So you have to be very sure about these things. Do not get confused. So just remember a simple thing like incident is something is broken. Request is someone needs something, whereas change it, something needs to be modified. Okay. So three complete different situations, three complete different processes, and ServiceNow handled all of these three in a different ways. Okay. So you already understand incident and change. Now we are on request here. So now let us go through one example here. Suppose I need a new laptop. I am a person in the sales team. Okay, I'm a member of the sales team and I need a new laptop. So what I will do, I will come here in hardware. In hardware, I will see what all things I need. Okay, I'll scroll down. Then I will see this is what I need here. Sales laptop. Okay, so click on it. It means user is clicking on it. User can see all the basic information which is provided by the system. Okay, so here some options they are asking from us like additional services on this laptop. If you want, you can select. So for sales work, I need all these softwares, Microsoft PowerPoint, Acrobat, and Photoshop. Okay, and I can add certain additional requirement here as well. So now this is my additional requirement here. I want VPN as well, okay, to be installed on my laptop because the client for which I am working in the sales team is a kind of banking client, and they want everyone to log into VPN and do all the transactions there. So that's why this is needed for me. Okay, so I have added it here. So now I just come here and click on order. So you see there are the basic things here. How much quantity I want? I want only one laptop. Okay. And this is the price. So whatever is the price, it is being adjusted from the cost center of my team. Okay. So now I have to click on order now. So here you see the message. Thank you. Your request has been submitted. This is the request REQ. And under REQ, we have something here which is RITM. So this is RITM. That was REQ. And there is one more which is task. Okay, so now before going in details, let me tell you about these three key records which you need to know. So let me explain each one of it in a simple real world analogy to you. Imagine you go to an online shopping website and you added three items to your cart, a phone, a charger, and a case. And then you placed your order. So what happens? You get one order confirmation. That is your overall order, right? Everything under one reference number. But inside that order, there are three separate items, the phone, the charger, and the case. Each item may come from a different warehouse. Okay. Each item has its own tracking and each item can be delivered separately. This can happen, right? And in the warehouse, for each item, someone gets a work instruction. Pack this item, check the quality, and ship it to your address, right? So now let us map that to service catalog. So your order confirmation is the REQ record. It is the parent and one REQ is per submission. So like you are adding more than one items there, here you can add one or more services into the cart and order it. So what comes there as a single confirmation is REQ. The same we have got here in order status. Okay, this is the one. Right now we have only one here, but if you order multiple, you will see more than one here. Okay, and what is that more than one? This is the each individual item in your order, and it is known as RATM record, or you can say requested item record. One RATM per catalog item is requested. It means for each service which you have ordered from the service catalog, there will be one RATM associated. And that RATM has its own workflow, has its own process to go forward. It may be possible that one service need only one approval and another service need two approvals and third service needs no approval, automatic assignment. Okay, so all depends on the nature of the workflow of that particular single item, which is bundled into REQ and known as RITM. So now let's move to the work instruction. So for each work instruction in the warehouse is the catalog task, the actual work that the fulfillment team is doing there. Because you are getting your product from the warehouse packed properly into your home via someone, via some agent, right? So that agent is a kind of catalog task here. So in service catalog, for each RITM, we have a process. And in each process, if there is any task, okay, it means something needs to be done on ground, and that is done by the technical team, the people who are actually doing the work. For example, you requested for VPN. So for this request, we have a RATM. In that, there will be a task assigned to IT person, IT team, that they have to install VPN software directly on this particular laptop. So they are doing that. Once they do that, they will confirm it that it is done and laptop will be delivered. So who is doing the work on ground based on the request? It is the IT team. So that's what we known as catalog task. I hope it is clear to you now. So now let me do one more here. Let's say I want a hardware. So what I will do here, I will say, click on this developer Mac. I want this, nothing additional, add to cart. Okay. Now see here, continue shopping, click on it. Again, it will come here, go to catalog one more time. Now I want a particular software as well. So go to software category. Okay. So here I want some access to Microsoft Access. Okay. So now add this one also to the cart. So now you see our cart has 2 items now. Click on continue. I want one more item. Let's move out from software. Let's come to office here. I want a Zoom desk phone. Okay, so let me add that as well. So you see various details are coming about that particular item. This is the kind of layout. Okay, this is how it looks. This is some description of this. And here, who is requesting it? What is the location where we have to send it? So this is my location. Select any location. What is the workspace ID? Let's say any number. Okay. All these fields are with respect to the organization nomenclature, organizational structure. So that's what they are asking here. For office call, this is my justification. Now this is also add to cart. So now let me go to the cart. Click on proceed to checkout. So here you see the request has been submitted, right? And under one request. So by accident, I have added 2 times Microsoft Access, but you see now 4 items are there in this. And this is the total price and everything here. So if I open any one of it, let's open this. Let's open Microsoft. Let's open this Pro as well. Let's open this Access. So for each, you see, we have different RITM numbers assigned. So all of these items have their own workflows. And in that workflows, you may find one or more tasks, right? I told you what is the use of the task. So this is how this complete thing works. Let's move forward. Let me close this. Let me go to the service catalog one more time. So this is the service catalog again. Now the next concept is catalog item. Okay, so whatever you are seeing here under each category, these all are catalog items like developer laptop, iPad mini, okay, whatever you call it. So once you click it, you can see this is all about this particular catalog item. So this is what it's a kind of form in front of you, right? It is having certain fields. So right now you see these are some check boxes. This is the kind of text box here where you have to write something. And this is the description. So all this is coming from backend where we have to configure or create this particular catalog item based on the services we are providing. So let me define it. A catalog item is what admin built and published in the service catalog. You can think of it as a product listing on that online shopping website. Compare it with that one. So now when the admin creates a catalog item, they have to define various things like the name, description. There are certain questions which we have to ask the user so that we know what exactly they need from that service. You must know the workflow so that we fulfill this service as soon as possible. So for that, we need who approves it, which team should work it to fulfill it. Okay. So all these questions should be asked in the variables. Okay. Variable is something where we ask information or we display the information to the customers. Okay. So whoever who is using the service catalog. So now let me go to the backend here. If you right click as an admin, you have the option to see all these things. So click on configure item. So this is the name of this catalog item. As an admin, we have the option to change it anytime. You see, this is the catalog. So in a company, there are a number of catalogs because based on the user, company may decide to create a catalog. For example, for internal employees, they have some service catalog here. For customers also, they may have certain different catalog. So it depends on the what kind of services we are providing and to whom we are providing, we can create a number of catalogs. So right now we have added it service catalog, but if you click here, you will see right now we have two catalogs. One is technical catalog, then is service catalog. Okay, so you have the option to create a new catalog based on your choice, based on your need of the company. So right now this is in service catalog. Then we have the category. I already told you to organize the thing properly, we must categorize them. If you do not create a category, all the items are in front of the user just like a list. And in a company, there are around thousands of services, right? Hundreds of services. So how the user is going to, find their request? It is a very poor user experience. So that's why we have categories. And based on categories, we have organized the services as per the categories. Okay, so here, if you click on this, you can see n number of categories here. So right now, in this particular instance, we have total 38 categories. You can see the categories here. Understand how it looks like. So this is about category. Then you have owner, secondary owner, all these are self-explanatory fields. Okay, what is the automation level? You can specify here. It's a manual, semi-manual, or fully automatic. It depends on the workflow which you are using here. Okay. Now come to the item details. So here, this is a short description. And this is the description which we are seeing on the screen, if you remember. And then at the bottom, you see the list of all the variables. This is important. Let me open one of the variables. This one, additional software requirement. Let me open this. It will help you in understanding better way. So this is how a particular variable looks like. Important thing is this type. So like, if you remember in the beginning where we discussed fields for a table, we have a number of types. In the same way here, we have the most of the types same. Because in fields also, we are asking users to fill it up, right? We are asking for some information. In catalog as well, we are asking for some information. That's why the types matches there. Not exactly the same, but most of the types are the same and the meaning is also the same. Okay. So this is how you can select the type based on the information you want. This is the order. It means the display order of this particular variable, where it comes, after which variable it comes. So like this, you can add it. This is the name of the catalog item it belongs, and you see various options, mandate, and then you see various options, mandatory read only. So all these options you already know from field attributes, right? So same are applicable here. Then we have certain tabs. First one is question. So question is a kind of label of a field. Okay, so this is a question. So this name is same as the name of the field. Okay, and this name will be used in particular script and all. Okay, in backend things. Then we have label, then we have toolkit, example text. Okay, all these things will appear on the form if you write something here. So when we, kind of create our own catalog item, I will show you all these things. Then we have the annotation. So what is annotation? It is more information. If you come here, let me click on try it. So let me add something here. Let's say I'll opted it. Okay, so if I save it, let me provide here testing. And now if I save it and reload this, so this is what a known annotation is. It will just to give you more information to make the user experience good. Okay. So if you want to add some more information to this particular field, you can add it and people can see it by clicking more information. So you have the option to change this more information label as well from here, right? You can change it something else. And it is upon you if you want to show it or not. And what you have to show, that also you can decide from here. Okay, so let me remove it. Then we have the type specifications. So value specific to this variable type. So based on each variable type, we have to select certain types. Like in case of reference variable, we have to select the name of the table, right, as a reference. So the same will come here. So we have to add that accordingly. You know what is the attribute? The same applicable here from the field attributes. Okay. Again, if you want to modify the behavior of this particular variable, you can add the out-of-box attributes anytime. The list of all the attributes is available on the ServiceNow documentation. You can go there and update it. Then default value, you know what is the default value? Auto-populate. If you want this field to be auto-populated, it means you have to select a dependent question. It means the value of this variable will be calculated or is dependent on the value of certain other variable. Okay, so you can select that variable here, and then based on that, it will auto-populate. We will discuss all these things. Okay, so don't worry. Then we have permission. So you can specify the permission for these variables. Create role, read role, and write role. Who is able to read it? Who is able to create it? Who is able to write it? All these things you can control being an admin here. So you can read more about it from here. Okay. And then we have the availability. Okay. So where you want this to be available, this variable. So you can select any of it. Mostly we keep it like this only. Okay. Okay. So this is all about the variable. I hope you get it now. Leave it. Now go back to this catalog item. We'll call configure item. So after variable and details, we have this process engine. So this is also important. So here we have to select the workflow of this particular service. So this is a catalog item. It is there to provide service to someone. Someone comes in the service catalog, select this catalog item, and as soon as they submit, this workflow will get triggered. Okay, and based on the steps of the workflow, whatever we define, it means how someone gets this service, what all flows, what all steps he has to follow. It means certain approvals, certain tasks, and various other things. All these things is covered in this particular process engine. So here we have to provide at least one of it. This is the flow designer. It means we have created a flow. Then we have workflows as well. So this is a kind of legacy workflows which we have to use here. So right now there is no workflow because workflow is now outdated. People are not using it. People are using flow designer. Okay. Then we have the execution plan. Click on it. Then you see these are the few execution plan which is available out of box. So all these are what? Step by step way to acquire the service. Okay. So now let's move to the picture. You know what is a picture. Then pricing. You can select the price here if needed. Then we have the portal settings. So if this particular item is available on the portal, you have these options to modify. Like if you want to hide the cart, hide the quantity, all these things are available so that this particular item looks more fancy or more professional there. Okay. So at the bottom, we understand what are variables. You know it now. Okay. We have the variable set here. So what is a variable set? It is a combination of more than one variable. Why we are having it? Because in case we need to use same set of variables on many catalog items. So instead of creating same variables again and again on different catalog items, we can create a variable set, and that variable set can be shared with various catalog items and same fields will be used accordingly. Okay. So this is the use of variable set. We will create this one as well. And then we have various other things like categories, which category this belong, and then which catalog it belongs. Okay, so here certain catalog UI policy, catalog UL script. So basically, in order to modify, enhance the behavior of this particular catalog item, we can write UI policies, we can write client scripts, okay, and do the processing. So when it comes to scripting, I will show you all these things one by one, okay. This is it for this particular catalog item. So now I think you understand the complete process. What is a service catalog? What is a catalog item? What is a variable? What is a category? What is the flow? What is the workflow? Everything we have discussed here. Okay. So now in our next video, we are going to create a brand new catalog item starting from a new category so that you will have a complete experience. And we will continue the same example which we are taking from incident, problem, and change. That is the issue related to CRM application, right? SAP application of CRM. So the same we will continue here so that you will have good user experience and learning experience. Thank you so much.